prices, yeah, I give no fucks. Anything she want, yeah, I buy it for her. I'm behind her this, I'm behind her that. Yeah, I got too many racks. I think I'm in love, that bitch is so bad. Whenever I see it, yeah, I collapse. When I see it, I collapse, yeah. If she call, I do the dash, yeah. I'm not playing,
Yo, what is up, YouTube? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Chills right here. Listen, I normally do the we not finna do all that, man. We not even finna waste no time because the NBA 2K23 Myplayer builder that we all been waiting for has finally dropped. The 2K Next makers that were able to go to the community day, early and play the game early, they have been lifted the embargo to finally drop the builder. So make sure to do whatever you got to do to hit that like button and make sure that subscribe button with the notification bells turned on if you guys are new because we are going to be reacting to it. Now, shout out to my man Joe Knows. This is the video I've been waiting for literally all day since I woke up this morning. So without further ado, man, let's make this full screen. Let's just jump straight into it. Like I said, drop a like on the video. Drop a sub if you new, man. Let's go.
NBA 2K23 My Player Builder Reveal Breakdown, whatever you want to call it, man. We have a ton of information for you today. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is so much info in here. It's going to take me a while. I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but it's going to take a while, all right? So
make sure I drop you a like, Joe.
It's going to be a lot of info, okay? Now, last video I said 25,000 likes. Y'all hit that in less than 10 hours, I think, or something wrong. We're going for the big one today. 50,000 likes on this video. Drop a like on it, man. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. We're like only a couple thousand away from 1 million, man. So make sure y'all drop a like on the video, all right? 50,000 likes on this video. And what I'll do is I'll have one more surprise for you before the game actually comes out. What I plan to do, if y'all get this video to 50,000 likes, is after this video, I'm dropping this. This is at 3 o'clock. You're watching this probably. Or just after, whenever you got out of work, whatever. What I plan to do is I'm going to go live and I'm going to stream and allow you guys to ask me any questions you may have about the builder, maybe something I didn't address in this video. So 50,000 likes and I will stream tonight and you guys can ask me anything you want about the builder. I'll answer everything I possibly can. And yeah, we'll have a good time. We'll chill out. Maybe I'll hit 1 million on stream, but the way it's looking, I think I might actually hit it before I'm able to stream because I'm not going to be able to stream during the day tomorrow. I got some stuff going on. But either way, man, it's crazy. It's let me stop talking. Let's get it. Just drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Let's get right into the builder, man. NBA 2K23.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
We are going to break things down into segments because I don't want to just skip all over the place and like forget stuff. So I broke it down into segments. So just because maybe in segment 2 I'm talking about something, you have a question, don't think I'm not going to answer it later in the video because I broke it down into sections. I start with like attributes and things I noticed, how they tie into each other, what affects what. And then I go into badges and then how you equip badges with tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and core badges. And there's all...
Oh yeah, for anybody that's been living under a rock, the way the badges work this year is in tier sections. Because, there's a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 badge, and then your core badges. So think of it like 2K19. Put it like that. I'll put it like that for anybody that's been living under the rock. Dang, this video almost 30 minutes? Yeah. We'll be reacting this for a minute.
With each other, so just be patient, all right? Like I said, it's going to take a little while to get through this, but there's so much info. I can't wait, man. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, the NBA 2K23 My Player Builder. But first, with the NFL season, brief overview, look at everything, and then we'll start breaking the builder down in detail, okay? So that menu is not the real menu. That's just the community day, demo menu, whatever. But you get 10 player slots still.
10 player slots, okay.
10. Now, after, you do your vitals and all of that, you put your attributes.
Dang, look at that builder. Hold on. Look, I ain't gonna lie. You watching this video, it's finna be a lot of pausing and breaking stuff down, but this builder already looks crazy the way the menu looks. I ain't gonna lie, this looks crazy. Looking at it in HD, 1080p, that is crazy.
That's familiar with the 2K22 next gen builder. This looks very similar, right? But
very similar.
It is so different. Stick around, you will not be disappointed, okay? After upgrading your attributes, you'll see on the right, you can see specific badge levels that you're able to unlock. Also the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 badge.
Okay, so let me rewind that back because I don't know if y'all peeped it or y'all missed it, but y'all notice how, look, pay attention to when he upgrades his shooting and playmaking. Watch this.
Next gen builder, this looks very similar, right? But I promise you, it is so different.
Y'all see how he put up his whole playmaking and his shooting only, and this build is already about to be maxed out. So for all you Timmies and Turners thinking, you finna have a 99 three-pointer and a 99 playmaker and have decent defense on the play shot. No, that's not how it works this year. Because pretty much, yesterday, if you was tuning into my live stream last night, I was watching a couple videos, and pretty much the way the builder is gonna work this year, as it looks like it's gonna be, you gotta categorize two main categories, like your shooting and defense. You gotta try to balance it out. So think of it as a 2K19 archetypes, just with a little bit more freedom, but more balance. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's looking like. So yeah, for those that's thinking you finna have a 99 3, 99 ball handling, think you finna have some good defense with that too? No sir, no sir.
Stick around, you will not be disappointed, okay? After upgrading your attributes, you'll see on the right, you can see specific badge levels that you're able to unlock, also the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 badges. Now, after that, you have to go in and equip your badges. Again, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and core badges. There's a bunch of new things in this aspect here, all the categories: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defending, just like normal, but now you have core badges, you have different badge levels, different tiers of badges, including those badge levels. There's a lot of complexity to this one, so this is going to take up a big little chunk of the video later on, so definitely stick around so you understand what's going on.
Yeah, see, I'm already confused on how the tier 2 and tier 3 badges work, but it look like your core badge is gonna be like your best badges that you have on depending on what builds you have. So yeah, this video gonna be long.
Going on with the badges this year. After that, you have the choice 3v3 or 5v5
Oh, that's a
build
W.
testing.
That's a
nice little thing
W.
they added in.
You can do
I think
3v3 or
before,
5v5.
it was
That's a
always just
W.
5v5, but now you can do 3v3, so you got a little bit more space. Only thing that I still don't like is the fact that you can't really pick animations besides your jump shot.
Dang,
But for
snatch
the most
block
part,
off the
hey, you
rip.
can at least see how the build feels a little bit. Look at like laying it up on towns, catching lobs. There's a bunch of you could test it out a little bit, but it's not anything really indicative of what you're gonna
Nah,
see
that
when
jump
you
shot
take
is
your player to the
crazy.
park. All right, let's get into it, man. So first thing I'm gonna say is the builder, from what I am told, is the same on both current and next gen. We only got to play next gen, so I am 100% sure this is the builder on next gen. But from what I'm told, the builder is exactly the same on next and current gen, okay? Or old gen and new gen, I think is what we're calling it now. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to say. Get that out of the way so that y'all understand that. Now, let's move on. Okay, similar to the 2K22 builder, attributes are not solo. They are heavily connected. They were connected in 2K22 Next Gen Builder, but now they are heavily connected. I'll explain that in a second, but the basics remain when it comes to attributes. They're affected by height, weight, wingspan. Now,
Okay.
those of you watching this that are really locked in and you're really paying attention to what's going on the screen, you might have noticed.
Oh, there's a ad. Cause I didn't. I was about to pause. I was gonna say I noticed something.
That wingspan does not affect your ball handling.
All right, let me repeat that in the back because I was about to say that I just noticed that before I got to add. It is what it is. It looks like your wingspan is not gonna affect your ball control. Now, I don't know. Now, see, I don't know how to feel about that. But that's gonna cost you some very glitchy builds if you know what you're doing. Once you figure out all the best badges in the game, figure out what animations and sigs we need and stuff like that. But I did notice that looking directly over here, then looking over here at the body stats and the attributes. It looks like the ball control, the wingspan does not affect the ball handling or the ball control, whatever you want to call it. So for all my ISO players just watching this, is one I made like a point 0.4 ISO kind of build. There you go. But it's very interesting.
This year. So anyone that was asking me about our tall ball handler is going to be viable, our tall .4 is going to be viable, I think they absolutely are. Obviously, we have to wait and see for the gameplay, but in terms of attributes, yes, because wingspan does not affect your ball handling. Now, there is one exception to this that I'm going to show you right now on the screen. Wingspan does not affect your ball handle if you are 6'10 and below.
6'10 and below. Okay.
6'11 and taller, so 6'11, 7 foot, 7'1, 7'2, 7'3.
So pretty much once you go up to 6'10, like pretty much like once you go past 6'10, that's when your wingspan is gonna affect your ball handling. So this is gonna cost with some very, very interesting builds. So we probably might see some glitchy builds day one. We might.
7'3. Wingspan does affect your ball handling. But 6'10 and below, wingspan does not. So that is something cool for you guys that, you know, want to make taller ball handlers. You don't have to go small arms this year. You can still have the good ball handle rating even with a maxed out wingspan.
That's
But as you
very
can see, at
interesting.
6'11", it does impact the ball handle rating. 6'10 and below, you're good to go. Now, as I was saying, attributes work together more than ever before. If you look on this screen right here, I'm on close shot, right? Do you see everything on the screen that's highlighted in yellow, right? So you got close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, post control, mid-range, free throw, vertical. Those are all things that are affected just by raising your close shot. Now, you probably have to upgrade it to a certain point for some of those other bars to start going up, but you'll notice sometimes 4, 5, 6 other bars go up when you put up one attribute. So for example, I put my 3-point shot right here up to 99. You notice your mid-range and your free throw also go up. Now, even though you see that the close shot is not highlighted in yellow, that's because it's not directly linked to 3-point shot, but it is indirectly. What I mean by that is you put your 3-point shot up, your mid-range goes up. Mid-range is connected to close shot. So since your mid-range went up all the way to an 84, your close shot then goes up. Just because you put your 3-point shot up,
Okay, so pretty much if you upgrade and focus on one solely like attribute, then that means that other stuff is gonna get high because he just said for it, like, you know, these attributes are all connected heavily this year. Like it was connected last year, but it seems like it's really gonna take effect this year. So for everybody that's gonna make, you know, a build, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So you might want to pay close attention to what you're doing when you're making your first build, because I don't want a lot of y'all wasting y'all money and stuff like that. I advise y'all to take notes because that's very good to know, especially for the kind of build I'm gonna make. That's very good to know.
also now have mid-range, free throw, and close shot up. You're going to notice this is a very big trend when it comes to attributes in this game. Now we're going to do the same thing with ball handling, and check this out. This is incredible, man. So we're going to put our ball handle up to 99, and look how many things go up. We are already at a 97
Nah, that's
overall.
crazy.
And all
That's
we did on the
crazy.
meters here, we put our 3-pointer and our ball handle to 99. So this is the first thing I tested because I was like, you know, 2K22 next gen, this is what everyone was doing. They were making small guards with 99.3, really, you know, high 90s ball handle, high 90s speed with ball, 90-something excel, 90-something speed, 90-something stamina. You know, they had all these 90-something attributes. You know, it was just such a souped build. Now look at it. All I did was put up my ball handle and my 3-point, and I'm already 97 overall. I really can't put anything else up on the build, so you're going to have to be much smarter in the way you upgrade your attributes because...
So in other words, for the Timmies and the Blakies, no more play shot demigods this year. Like you're really gonna have to be complex and smart on your build. So if you think you're gonna come out here with a 99 playmaking and a 99 3-point shot and you think you're gonna be good to go day one, nah, it ain't gonna work that way this year, my boy. It ain't gonna work that way this year.
So many attributes now are linked, whether it's directly or indirectly, as we said.
Okay.
You put your ball handle up, your layup goes up, your excel, your ball, speed with ball, your pass accuracy, your regular speed. Like there's so many things that go up. It's so expensive to put these attributes into the 90s. And you're going to see how this all ties in with badges and stuff too. It's very, very complex, and you're going to have to be a lot smarter in how you put your attributes up. That was the first thing I wanted to test, was those small guards, because that's what really ran 22 next gen. There was all these 5'8", 5'10 guards with 99.3, 97 ball handle, as I said. Just probably like 6-7 categories with 90 plus attributes. As you can see, that's not going to be the case this year.
That's not gonna be the case this year.
I wanted
Okay.
to test the guards because that's what ran the game.
That's
but I
not gonna be the
think back to
case
my
with
center,
short
right?
guards this
My
year.
center had 99 close shot, 99 standing dunk. It had like high 80s, 90s post control. It had free throw, good pass accuracy, 95 interior defense, maxed out steal, maxed out 97, 99 block, 99 O board, 99 D board, 90-something strength. Like, it's just such a crazy build. Don't worry. They didn't just do this to guards. I checked almost every single position I could and tried to put up the most important attributes. And you're gonna see right here, I'm on a center.
Okay,
There
let's
is
see.
no way I can get anything close to what my build was like on 2K22 next gen, right?
Wow.
Bother
That
us.
is interesting. I mean,
Not
I'm
just
not gonna
funny.
come out here on a 7-foot-3
Xeno
center
uses
day one,
essential
but that's
oils to
very
attack
good to
bugs'
know.
biological systems.
Which I
It's made of the
figured.
bugs, plus is safe for use around
Oh
people
boy,
and
these ads
pets.
are annoying. Lord have mercy.
Xeno, people friendly, bug deadly.
Golly, Joe, I respect the hustle, but Lord have mercy, boy, these double
When the
ads is
world writes you down in
crazy.
history, we'll begin with
They did a much better job of making it so you got to pick and choose what you want to do.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I figured. I know they ain't do it for just guards, you know. A lot of people had this weird like fantasy that they want guards to not prosper because no matter what 2K it is, guards are gonna find a way to prosper. That's just how it is. But I know they ain't do it for just guard. I know they did it for us sinners too. But I had a common sense knowledge of knowing that I ain't gonna be able to get everything on a center. That's why I was using my stream last night. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. I said when we was watching that video about a monster, Sean the monster, I said it seems like the best way you're gonna have to make your build is focus on two categories that you want and try to balance it out. So this is pretty much like 2K19 archetype build system, just with a little bit more freedom, but just balanced at the same time. So keep that in mind because I was taking little notes last night before everything just came to surface. So that's very good to know for sinners. That's very good to know. Which
And
I
like
ain't
I
worried
said, the
about that.
complexity of having the badges and everything. You see right here on this build, right? I barely have, I have a 70 something offensive rebound. I don't have any excel, any speed, any stamina. I'm already 98 overall. I don't have any pass accuracy. I can't throw an outlet pass. These builds that we had on 22 are not going to be happening on this game. You're going to have to sacrifice, you're not going to be able to have 99 in all these categories because that means you have nothing. You're going to be a very flawed player.
So yeah. I'm gonna say this again. For anybody that think you finna have a demigod out here in NBA 2K23, you might want to stay on 2K22. Yes, I'm talking to you, Timmy, John, Blake, Turner, Tam Tam. I'm talking to y'all in the back. If you think you finna come out here and be a demigod, you might want to stay on 22. Hell, you might even want to still play 21, cause that's not happening this year. Oh no, you're gonna have to actually take some time into the builder and perfect your craft in the builder. Cause you're not finna have 9 on everything, Timmy Tanner. Oh no, 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 sir. Gonna have to try again, my boy. Just stay on 22, cause this year it look like it's gonna take some skill, and it look like the builder is already a W. Oh man, give me this game. I cannot wait for this game to come out.
You're going to be,
You
like I
Timmys and
said,
you
like,
Blakies are in
this isn't
trouble.
even, the
Y'all in
rebounding
trouble.
isn't even good. I have no interior just because I wanted to have, like I did last year with a 99 close shot, 99 standing dunk, and a high post control. I was able to get 97 on the defensive rebound, but outside of that, you don't have any pass accuracy. You don't have any steal. You don't
This
have any
build don't even
block.
get
You have a
Hall of Fame
70
rebound
offensive
chaser.
rebound.
That's
You're going to have to
crazy.
really make adjustments and take some time to think about what you want to do with your build. Now, it's not just attributes that are tied into each other. It's also badges. Badges are heavily connected to your attributes. Now, anyone that played Next Gen last year, like you have to have, for example, to get Rim Protector last year, that's not in the game anymore, but to get Rim Protector last year, you had to have a block rating. Now, those of you that played Current Gen, that wasn't the case. You could have 25 block and still get Rim Protector chase down. On Next Gen, that's not how it was. Badges were correlated to attributes. Now, that's the same on this game, but they made it a little bit more complex. So let's look into it. Looking at these badges,
Okay.
right? There are some bronze badges that have no requirement. As you can see right there, to get some of these badges on bronze, there's no requirement. That means no matter what your attributes, you would be able to put these badges on bronze if you
Okay.
wanted to. But then you start to see ratings if you want to get silver, gold, Hall of Fame on, for these badges. But you start to go into these other ones, there's no free bronze badge on these ones. These ones are not only require a rating, but start to look at how many badge points some of these badges cost. I mean, just to get a tier 3 bronze badge, it's five
Is
badge
crazy.
upgrades.
Wow.
To get a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, it's not only very expensive, for example,
Dang, okay, so let's take a look at this. So if you want a bronze, if you want a bronze posterizer, it's gonna take 5 tier badges. If you want it on silver, that's gonna cost you 6. You want it on gold, that's 7. You want Hall of Fame, that's 8. That is crazy expensive. Even just for a bronze, that's kind of expensive. But I like how it's balanced. So that means not every single build this year is not gonna have Hall of Fame badges in almost every category. That's not gonna be the case. So it seems like only one category you get is probably gonna have Hall of Fame badge. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from right now. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. I don't know. But from look, what I'm seeing is not every single badge is gonna be Hall of Fame this year. So it's like when we all hop into a builder, we really gonna have to lock in on the builder and try to balance out our badges, and try not to mess up our first build because I think everybody gonna mess up on their first build, but I'm gonna try my best not to because with all this information that's coming out today and Joe knows breaking this down, there's no way really nobody should mess up their first build if you ask me. But it's gonna be some people might even be me to mess up their first build. I don't know. Let's just get back into the video.
It's 99 driving dunk, 8 badge upgrades to get it on Hall of Fame. Like, these are very, very expensive. To get the elite attributes, it's very expensive in terms of, your overall goes up a lot. But also to get the elite Hall of Fame level tier 3 badges, man, they are expensive, not only attribute wise, but also badge upgrade wise. Now, if you notice, the other badges, you have the bronze badges highlighted. The other ones are kind of grayed out. That means you just don't have the attribute upgraded enough. It means you can unlock it, but you don't have the attribute high enough to unlock it. But you see, right here with Rise Up, it's completely blacked out. That means no matter what you do, your build does not qualify for that badge.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
Rise Up,
I figured.
you have to be 6'4" or taller. This build is 6'3". No matter what you do, you can't get Rise Up. All right, so if you're looking at your build, see any blacked out badges, that means no matter what, you're not gonna be able to get that badge. All right, so just look out for that. But outside of that, as you
This
can see,
builder is crazy.
really good badges, the badges they classify as tier 3, are very, very expensive. Now, as I was just saying, the really good badges, the meta badges, let's say Limitless Range, badges like the handles for days. Not only, like I was just saying, they're very expensive attribute-wise, but they're very expensive badge-wise. Let's take a look at some of these badges, right? For example, like I said, Limitless Range. Just to get it on silver, it's an 85 3-point rating, and it's 6 badge upgrades to get it on silver. 92 for gold, 99 for Hall of Fame. And this isn't the only one. These tier 3 badges that they classify as really valuable badges, look at handles for days. 85 ball handle for silver, 94 for gold, 99 for Hall of Fame, and again, 6 badge upgrades, 7 badge upgrades, 8 badge upgrades.
That Vice Grip badge is gonna be tough.
Mike Wayne talked about how they not only made it so certain dribble animations, like let's say Trae Young, Steph Curry, those are 92 ball handle, right? You have to have 92 ball handling to unlock all the dribble moves this year. Mike Wayne put a tweet out about that. He didn't tell me in person or anything. He put a tweet out about that if you missed it. So now look at these badges again. Handles for days. Even with a 92 ball handling, you're only going to have silver handles for days.
That's crazy.
Every dribble animation, but you only get silver handles for days. You would have to upgrade your ball handle a couple more up to 94 to get gold. 99 for Hall of Fame. That is crazy. Let's check out a couple
That
of
is
these
crazy.
Hall of Fame Interceptor is now 99 steal. Right?
Yeah, okay. As it should have been, as always.
Maxed out steal rating just to get Hall of Fame.
So it's looking like for most centers, like poppers, we're gonna end up only having 78 steal because, bro, 90 steal is already gonna be expensive for center builds. And I'm thinking from a center perspective. So it looks like most center builds are gonna have silver interceptor because it's just it depends on how good interceptor is and how good the passing lanes are this year because it's bro, if you want a 90 steal, that's gonna cost you about 5 badge points upgrades, bro. That is crazy, which is cool because that should make sense, but I'm just saying that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Interceptor. Now, for example, clamps. 97 perimeter for Hall of Fame, 92 perimeter for gold, 86 perimeter for silver. Last year, it was 85 perimeter for gold. Now it's more expensive just to get it on silver. So the really good badges are very, very expensive, not only attribute-wise, but also badge-wise. Now, as I said, there's a lot of info in here, so I hope I'm not confusing you guys. I hope I'm explaining it really, really well, but let's continue to move on, all right? So let's talk about Badge costs related to tiers. Okay, I know it's very complex. It's kind of like I'm nerding out right now. All right, I love this type of stuff. But let's check it out. All right. So badge costs relating to tiers. So every Hall of Fame badge you can unlock does not cost the same. A tier 3 Hall of Fame badge is less expensive than a tier 2 Hall of Fame badge, tier 3 Hall of Fame badge. All right, so check it out. Tier 1 Hall of Fame badges are 4 badge upgrades.
Okay.
Tier 2 Hall of Fame badges are 6 badge upgrades. And tier 3 Hall of Fame badges are 8 badge upgrades, okay? So this is not only related to Hall of Fame, it's all levels, right? The tier 1 bronze is cheaper than a tier 2 bronze, than a tier 3 bronze, etc., all the way up to Hall of Fame. And this is for every badge category. It's not just like that was just shooting. No, it's the same in playmaking, defense, finishing, wherever you go. You're gonna have to really look into how much things cost, how much attributes you need to unlock certain badge levels, all those types of things, man. It's really going to be complex in terms of getting the correct badges available to your build. And we haven't even talked about how to equip these badges because it is a pretty complicated process now. It's not just like you could slap on whatever you want because you have 40 shooting badges, you know what I mean? Last year, you had people with 40 shooting, 40 playmaking, 15 finishing, 15 defense. Like, it doesn't look like you're getting that many badges, and they're more expensive this year. Now, next thing I want to talk about
That
is
makes everything
badge
balanced, though.
change,
I like
okay?
that.
And just listen. So, for example, a 7'3" center and a 6'6" shooting guard have different badge tiers for the same badge. So, for example, a 7'3" center, slithery finisher, is going to be tier 1. It's not very valuable. A 7'3" center doesn't need slithery finisher. So it's going to be a tier 1 badge. It's even if you want it on Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. So pretty much, like on a popper build, since we're gonna mainly be shooting and playing defense, like we're probably like all the badges that we don't need on a popper that you would need on a guard are probably gonna be in tier 1 and maybe tier 2. Okay, I see where he's going with this. That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Cause yeah.
Which a 7'3" center can't get. It's only going to be tier 1 cost, which is 4 badge upgrades to get in a Hall of Fame. But a 6'6" shooting guard, slithery finisher, is a very valuable badge, right? You're trying to slither through traffic and get layups, get dunks. It's a very valuable badge. So it's going to be a tier 3 badge. It's going to cost 8 badge upgrades to get in a Hall of Fame. So the game, from what I noticed, the game separates where to put the badges depending on height. So for example, check out these screenshots. So for example, this first one, as you can see in the top right corner, it's a 6'9" player. Clamps is a tier 2 badge. This screenshot is a 6'8" player. Clamps is now a tier 3 badge.
Okay.
So if you want to get it on, both of them on silver, it's going to be more expensive on the 6'8" player because the game is looking at it like a 6'8" player, that is a more valuable badge than to a 6'9" player. Now, listen, I don't know if it's exactly only based on height, but from what I noticed, it was mainly height related. Like I said, the slithery finisher example, the 7'3" center doesn't need it. The 6'6" player, it's valuable. So for the 6'6" player, it's going to cost more than for the 7'3" player. I think it makes sense. It is a little complicated, but I think, if you really listen to what I'm saying, I think you understand what I mean. The next kind of new addition I noticed was that the same badge can unlock with different attribute upgrades. I'm trying to think back to the old builders. I don't think this was ever a thing with any of the next gen builders. But basically what I mean by that is let's look at some of the badges here. You're going to look at quick first step. This was always related to speed with ball. Like last year, you had to have a certain speed with ball to get quick first step. Now, as you can see, you can unlock this with post control, ball handle, or speed with ball. So if any of those 3 attributes meet the required level for that badge tier, you'll be able to get it. So there's more than one way to unlock certain badges, which I think makes it better in terms of balancing positions, because certain positions, it was just impossible for them to get that rating to unlock it. For example, this one right here, unpluckable. It used to only be related to ball handle. Now it's related to post control or ball handle. So let me give you a big man's perspective on this from, like, let's say last year's game, for example, 22 next gen. You could not get unpluckable. So you would get a rebound and people would spam you, you'd lose the ball. You would, be posting up, even with 99 post control, right? Back to the basket, if the dude guarding you had a high steal and he pressed X, he's gonna pluck you, like a very high percentage of the time on next gen, because you have no unpluckable, you have no ball handle rating. That's all that mattered. Now they're saying, okay, a big man with 25 ball handle, I'm sure if you're dribbling up the court with 25 ball handle and a guy with a high steal presses X, probably gonna steal it from you. But if you're in the post, right, and you're backing somebody down, you have high post control, they're not just gonna rip it from you. It's like, think about a great center, like, I don't know, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If the dude's bringing the ball up the court, he's probably not a great ball handler, right? So you can strip him. But if he's in the post, you're not just gonna pluck him. The dude knows how to protect the ball in the post. So I think it's actually smart to add different attributes to unlock the same badge, because it has to fit different positions, if that makes sense. Now,
that makes sense.
It's going to be even more OP, blah, 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 blah. But I think from a realism perspective and even a game perspective, I think it makes sense, but I'm not really here to give my opinion. Let's just keep going over the information, okay? Now let's get into the new badge tiers. We've talked about it a little bit, but also core badges. Mike Wayne talked about this. It was kind of confusing, you know, reading it on paper, but now they're about to see the actual footage. I think it's going to make a lot of sense. Okay, it's still a little complicated, but you'll see. All right, so you finish your build, you pick your takeovers. All that is the same for the last couple of years of next gen, right? Gives you your player comparisons. This screen actually looks a lot better than it did last
Oh
year.
wow, that
This
actually does look
okay,
better.
this doesn't matter. We're just gonna show
3.4.
you when we
Interesting.
Get to this point, you're going to test your build, you're going to look at your badges, and here we go. As you can see, it shows you what's available. You can put your attribute upgrades, right? You have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. I have 12 badge points available in finishing. Now, we have to decide, obviously, what levels of badges you're going to put, what badges you want, etc., etc. But if you look all the way down at tier 3, you're going to notice something. It's going to say you have to equip at least 10 badge points between tier 1 and tier 2 before you can use a tier 3 badge.
No,
Alright,
that's
we're gonna
crazy.
just pick some badges to put on here. You know, we're going to throw on this, throw on that. Use up the 10 badge points we have to use before we're even allowed to put on a tier 3 badge. All right, so you see we're throwing on some stuff, whatever. It doesn't really matter what we're putting on. It's just for an example here, we have to use 10. You see it counts down on the bottom. You say, so now we have used the 10. We have 2 left, but now we can't even afford the tier 3 badge. So check this out. We had 12. You have to use 10. So we have 2 left over. Now that the tier 3 badges are available to us, we still can't even afford them. So you have to start to calculate how many badge points you want in a category, because you have to use 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. So if you want any tier 3 badges, you have to make sure you have enough badge upgrades to even equip them after you put the first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Now, if that's not complicated enough, now listen to this. Any badge you can afford, you can put as a core badge. You get 1 core badge per category. Okay, finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense. But with this, the core badge costs 0 badge points. But you have to be able to afford the badge to be able to put it as a core. So for example, right there, we can't afford the tier 3 badges after they're unlocked because we used the first 10 badge upgrades. Since we can't afford it, we can't use our core badge on that. So you have to make sure, for example, if you want a Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, you have to have at least 18 badge upgrades in that category. You use your first 10 in tier 1 and tier 2, and you have 8 left over. You can afford that Hall of Fame badge in tier 3, basically get a buy one, get one for free, because you can put the core badge on one of them for free, and then you can buy another tier 3 badge. So let me show you an example of what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go back. I'm gonna rewind back. We're gonna go back. I'm changing my attributes around to give myself more finishing badges, right? Okay, end screen again, upgrade, here we go. Equipping our badges, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put on 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. This time I'm just putting 2 gold badges in tier 2, so I use my 10. Now, I have 7 left over, right? So I can put on the gold posterizer if I want to, or as you can see, you can press triangle or you can press Y, and that's gonna allow you to put it as your core badge and use 0 badge upgrades. To do that, right?
Okay.
So check it out.
This core badge is
So,
gonna be
I
interesting.
can buy it, and now I have 0 badge points available, or I can core it, use it as my core badge over there on the right side, right? Equip core badges. That costs 0 badge upgrades. I still have my 7, and I can go buy another one like Limitless Takeoff or Bully or Slithery or whatever. So as you can see, attributes not only tie into each other, but they tie into badges to unlock certain levels of badges. And you have to make sure you're getting enough badge upgrades in each category to utilize that core badge. there's a lot of moving parts here, and that's why like I had the builder for maybe I was on the tester for maybe 6-7 hours, and I spent most of that in the builder, and I still feel like there's so much stuff I can learn. Like there's so many intricate parts about how things tie into each other, and making sure you get the right level of badge you want, and making sure you have enough badge upgrades to put on that level. Like I said, to be able to use the core badge on a really high value tier 3 badge, you have to have enough upgrades left over to be able to unlock that tier 3 badge regularly. Otherwise, you can't use the core badge on it. There's a lot of moving parts here, and it's definitely going to make for some interesting
My phone going off. That's why I keep looking down, y'all.
Maybe somebody watching this video is your first time playing 2K. This is a lot. Like, I'm a builder head. Like, you guys know I make 20 plus builds every year. This is a lot for me. Like, someone that's not used to making builds, man, this is a lot of info, okay? I got a couple more things to show you. Let's move on. Now, when it comes to takeover, people were asking, it's basically the same as next gen has been the last 2 years. On current gen, you would only have the one takeover you would pick. On next gen, it's been like this for a while. There's like 2 to 3 different types of takeovers per like category. Like glass cleaning, as you can see, has 3.
So pretty much the takeovers are all the same on next gen.
Is the only one that has 4 takeover types. You know,
it's pretty much the same,
etc., etc. You can choose a primary, you can choose a secondary takeover, you can do same exact badge, you can do different badges, and if it is like last year, which I don't know if it is, this is not permanent. So any current gen players watching this video, I know on current gen, once you pick your takeover, that's it. On next gen, you can change your takeovers. It was called Mamba Mentality badge. You could, once you unlock that, you could change your takeovers to anything that your build is accessible to. So like that build had like, what did it have? Sharp, rim, and glass.
Inside out glass cleaner.
I can't change to a takeover that my build doesn't have the capability of unlocking.
I think that's everything.
Is based off of the 22 next gen builder for sure, but they definitely changed a lot. They refined a lot. They made it a lot more intricate. Things are more expensive. You're not able to make as crazy a builds. You're really like, I get a sense that like if you want 99 in a category, you're either going to be terrible at almost everything else, or like you really have to just make a role player. Like if you want a 99-3 ball, as you saw, I went 99-3, 99 ball handling, the build was done. It was a 97 overall. I could barely upgrade anything else. I could put like.
Alright, y'all, so that's pretty much going to conclude that video, man. W video by Joe Knows. This has been a long video. A lot of information being taken in this video. But I hope everybody got it. I hope everybody, you know, understands the builder, because it looks like the builder is going to be more complex than it's ever been this year. And you're actually going to have to lock in and take your time on the build, because that was a lot of information, I know. And also, shout out to Joe Knows. He just hit 1 million. As he was recording this video. So Joe, if you see this, congratulations, well deserved, much respect in the community for you. But listen, this video has been long enough. This video is almost 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go get up out of here. If you guys, you know, you want to talk about the builder, make sure you comment down your opinion in the comment section below. But make sure you drop a like on the video if you made this far to the video. Sub up to the channel if you guys are new. We got a lot of 2K23 content coming when the game drops for everybody. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. It's been your boy ChillDree. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. I love y'all. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.